Things are not as they always seem. Now, today I have a couple stories for you. They're both similar, but they both get the point across that things are not always as they seem, and looks can be deceiving. So, my stories are back when I was a little kid, I was just old enough to and tall enough to see over top of the stove. And one night my mother was cooking, and she had a pot on the stove, and the stovetop turned on, and the thing was red, so the water was boiling. And there's four little areas for cooking stuff, and I noticed the one that the pot was on, was the irons were red, so that one was hot. The water was boiling. So I made the theory that if that one's red and it's hot, that means the one next to it is is black, or it was black, and that means it's not hot. So I tested the theory out, and I placed my hand on top of the irons. And I found out real quickly that my theory was flawed, or I was wrong, because I burnt my hand. Because my mom had just got done using that one, and just because it was black, it wasn't completely cooled down. So things are not always as they seem. And very similar story. My cousins and I were sitting in a vehicle, waiting for our aunt so we could go somewhere. And we had pushed in the cigarette lighter in the car. It had popped out. We pulled it out, and the little irons in there, they were red because it was hot. So we watched it a little bit, and it went white. So I was like, well, it's not red anymore, so it must not be hot. So I stuck my thumb in there. Guess what? It was still hot. Things are not always as they seem. Now, those were two stories that were about me burning myself. And things are not always as they seem in life, in relationships, and just because one person, you know, maybe they were mad at you and they don't act mad at you anymore, doesn't mean they're not still mad at you. So things are not always as they seem. So don't take things for what they are on the outside, and look at the deeper issues and just the deeper meaning in things, because things are not always as they seem.